Ex parte, Morgan, Kalamazoo versus the United States. Youngstown Shooting 2 versus Sawyer. United States versus Nixon.
And he stepped up and said, "We'll do it." And Bobby said, "Okay, we'll do it with you."
Matsu versus the United States.
Oh. Yes. Yep. So I've not come to campus before. The 2 times I came to the regional competition a few weeks ago. Okay.
Ex parte,
Korematsu.
Korematsu,
Korematsu.
Korematsu. Korematsu.
Yes. Yes. PNC. So we're finding it. That start with that F is dangerous. Bureaucratic is just. You got it going? I got
Law.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I just had seen it.
It's just like it today.
This context describes daily cycles of fluctuation. I'm trying to.
All right, folks, good afternoon. We will start right on time. We'd like to start today's ceremony by having our Pledge of Allegiance. So I'll ask Mr. Scott Poole to come to the stage. Scott is the president and CEO of the Louisiana-based Royo Martin. He's also Lobby's current vice chair of our board and the incoming 2027 board chair. Scott, thank you.
Thank you, Rowdy, and good afternoon. And it's an honor to be here. On behalf of the Louisiana Association of Business and Industry, I want to wish all these young men and women good luck and congratulations. What a testament it is of your hard work at school, just being here and being on this stage. So if you'll join with me in our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Good luck again.
Thank you, Scott. Yes, and everyone, please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2026 Louisiana State Civics Bee. My name is Rowdy Goday. I have the pleasure of being Senior Vice President at LSU, the Louisiana Association of Business and Industry, and also have had the privilege of working with many of the folks in this room who have brought together this special event. And as I make my remarks, I'm going to give some shout outs to them. I want to begin our Civics Bee first by recognizing these remarkable young people. You all are seated on this stage today, and students, I want to thank you so much for giving your time and your talent to be here. You've worked hard to earn your place here at this competition, and you've done so by representing your families, your schools, and your communities with distinction. We're grateful for your commitment, and we're very proud of the courage you've shown in stepping up to compete at this state level. To the parents and to the families, thank you. The love and encouragement and support you give to these students every single day makes all the difference. No matter how today unfolds, please know that every person in this room is proud of your student for giving their very best towards a very worthy goal. This is something worth celebrating regardless of the final score. I also want to offer a word of thanks to the judges today, who will be more formally introduced a bit later in our program. Each of you has generously volunteered your time and your expertise, not simply to evaluate a competition, but to engage with and help shape the thinking of the next generation of Louisiana leaders. The investment you're making in these young minds today goes far beyond this afternoon, and we're deeply grateful for your presence and your service. At LSU, our mission is to champion a vibrant and sustainable business climate in Louisiana by promoting free enterprise to drive economic opportunity and improve the lives of every citizen. Through our LSU Foundation, we're committed to strengthening communities and expanding opportunity across our state, starting with preparing the next generation to lead. It's through this mission that the LSU Foundation is proud to partner with the National Civics Bee on this statewide initiative that challenges students to explore how civic engagement, leadership, and economic opportunity intersect to build a strong future for Louisiana. A strong economy depends on informed, engaged citizens. When we invest in civics education, we're helping students develop critical thinking, communication, and leadership skills they will need to succeed in the workplace and to contribute meaningfully to their communities. What you're witnessing today is that investment in action. I want to extend a sincere thank you to the Greater Shreveport Chamber and their entire team for partnering with LSU to bring the Civics Bee to Louisiana for the very first time. To Dr. Magner and to Carol and their entire team, their leadership, their enthusiasm, and commitment to this community made today possible. And we are grateful for everything they've done to bring this event to life. None of this would be possible without generous support of organizations that believe in what we're doing. There we go. I want to take a moment to recognize and thank our sponsors, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation, whose vision and national leadership gave birth to the Civics Bee and continues to inspire students and communities across all 50 states. Amazon, whose commitment to education and the next generation of innovators is reflected in their generous support of today's competition. Studyville, whose dedication to student learning and academic achievement aligns perfectly with everything this competition stands for. And Verizon, whose investment in communities and in the young leaders who will shape them is something we're proud to celebrate today. I want to thank each of these partners for making today possible. Finally, and then I'm done, I promise. Finally, to our student competitors, congratulations once again. We wish each of you the very best today. I want you to give it everything you have and know that we're cheering all of you on. Now it's my honor to introduce the host for today's competition, a tremendous leader, a champion of education in Louisiana, and a gracious partner in bringing this event to Shreveport. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming LSU Shreveport Chancellor, Dr. Robert Smith.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It is truly a pleasure for me to welcome you to LSU in Shreveport for this wonderful event. As I think you know, this year marks the first year that Louisiana has participated in the National Civics Bee program, joining this initiative sponsored by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation. LSU Shreveport is proud to host the Louisiana State Civics Bee in partnership with Lobby, as you've already heard. Today's finalists were each among the top 3 finishers in their regional competition, and that's fantastic. Congratulations to you all. LSU Shreveport is the public regional university for this part of the state of Louisiana. And we are proud to be Louisiana's fastest growing university. At this point, we graduate now more students every year than any other university in Louisiana except for our main campus in Baton Rouge. And we're pleased to play an important role in the workforce development in this region, but also in preparing informed and engaged citizens. So events like this one reflect the type of student leadership and civic responsibility that strengthens communities and democracies. I want to congratulate again all of the finalists for their hard work in getting here. That it is fantastic. I'd also like to thank the parents, the teachers, and mentors for supporting these students through to this day. And students, I want to encourage every one of you to continue asking questions, staying involved in your community, and using your voices to make a difference in this nation. Once again, welcome to LSU Shreveport, and best of luck in today's competition. Thanks very much for coming.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Tim Magner, and I'm the president of the Greater Shreveport Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of the Greater Shreveport Chamber, welcome to Shreveport and to Northwest Louisiana. And congratulations to every student on the stage today. You've earned your place here, and we're so glad you made the trip. Welcome also to your families. We're so glad you're here, because you got them here, to celebrate your student and for this achievement. Events like this don't happen without great partnerships, and we want to take a moment to recognize ours. The Greater Shreveport Chamber has been proud to work alongside Lobby to bring the National Civics Bee to Louisiana. Lobby and the Shreveport Chamber share a commitment to workforce development, education, and a better future for this state. So undertaking this Civics Bee effort was a natural partnership. And together, we're proud to represent the first ever Louisiana State Civics Bee. I certainly want to thank folks from my staff, Carol Bennett and Karen Swallow, from our chamber team who made the Regional Civics Bee a success and who are here to support this state competition as well. Before I introduce our MC, though, I have a special treat. Louisiana's elected officials wanted to send a special message directly to you, so you guys can turn around and watch, on competing today, and we have that for you now. So let's see if we can do this.
Good afternoon to everyone. This is Governor Jeff Landry, congratulating all of the middle school students who made it to State 6B. What a huge achievement, and you should all be proud. I know your families certainly are. I wish I could be there to hear your ideas on how to make our state and our communities better. And I'm always looking for good ideas. So y'all have a great time, and good luck to each of you. God bless.
Hi, everyone. Speaker Mike Johnson here from Washington. I wish I could join you all in person today, but we're so excited that Shreveport, my hometown, is the host of Louisiana's first ever National Civics Bee. To each finalist here today, congratulations on your extraordinary work. And as we approach the 250th anniversary of our nation's independence, we must remember that we are the most free, most successful, most powerful, most benevolent nation in the history of the world, and we've got to keep it. We've endured because of young and patriotic citizens like you who venture to learn about our history, our civic institutions, and to carry on the torch of liberty for the next generation. So keep up the amazing work. I wish you all the very best. God bless you.
Senator and Dr. Will Johnson, we congratulate each of you. What a big accomplishment.
You are here, you have shown deep knowledge of our country and what has made us great. Now, if you want to know where you're going, you've got to know where you came from. One of you may be the senator one day, the president. All of you are going to be leaders in our state, our community, and our country. You'll be a better leader because you know our past. And as one generation speaking to the next, I thank you for that. Your preparation will make your future brighter, but also your contribution to our brighter future that much more important. You're doing a really good thing for all of us by doing this for yourselves. So keep learning, keep working hard, keep going after your dreams. I believe in you, your parents believe in you, and you should believe in yourself. God bless you, Louisiana, and the United States of America.
My name is John Kennedy. I'm a United States Senator, where I have tried to rise above it. And I'm going to welcome all of the participants of the National Civics Bee to Shreveport, Louisiana. Former Louisiana Governor Buddy Romer, who I worked for, once told me that the key to Louisiana's future, the key to America's future, is not the unemployment rate, it's not the stock market level, it's not the price of oil, it's not who the senator is or who the governor is, it's education. It's education, and Buddy was right. And I'm so pleased to see so many young Americans who are dedicated to learning more about this great country and their civic responsibilities. So, congratulations to all of you for earning your spot in the National Civics Bee. I wish you the best of luck, all the luck in the world in your competitions.
Hi, I'm Congressman Steve Solis. And first, let me congratulate all of you for being a finalist in Louisiana's National Civics Bee. How exciting that you've taken the time to learn about the great history of this nation. We're celebrating 250 years of America and this great expanding democracy that our founding fathers created. You've taken the time to learn more about and take an interest in civics. We need more of that. I'm really excited for our future when I see what y'all represent. So keep up the great work. Go out there, do well in the national competition, and I know you'll make Louisiana proud. Best of luck.
Hey everyone, my name is Julia Letlow, and I represent Louisiana in Congress. Congratulations on being selected for the National Civics Bee. This is an incredible achievement, and I am so proud of each of you and all of your hard work. Your ideas are going to make Louisiana stronger. Thank you for representing our state with such excellence and pride. You guys are making a huge difference, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you will accomplish. Keep dreaming big and working hard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Congressman Troy Carter, and I proudly represent Louisiana's 2nd Congressional District. I want to congratulate the 20 finalists competing in Louisiana's first National Civics Bee. Your hard work, leadership, and commitment to civic engagement are truly inspiring. Each of you has stepped up to learn about more government, community, service, and the importance of making your voices heard. It's amazing to see so many of you and how much you care deeply about your communities while still in middle school. You truly are our future's leaders, and the world is so much brighter because of that. No matter the outcome of this competition, you've already accomplished something extraordinary. Continue leading and continue working to make your communities safer, stronger, smarter, more loving. Congratulations once again, and best of luck to all of our finalists. And at the end of the day, you're all winners.
Good afternoon. This is Congressman Carrillo Fields. I want to take the time to give a big congratulations to each of the finalists competing in Louisiana's first National Civics Bee. I also like to thank the Greater Shreveport Chamber, LABI, and the Louisiana State University at Shreveport for investing in the next generation of civic leaders through this outstanding competition. To the 20 finalists here today, your hard work has brought you to this moment, and that is something worth celebrating. Civic engagement isn't just about government. It's about finding ways to serve, lead, and make a difference in your community. Our faith, our nation need young leaders like you who are willing to step up, speak up, and help shape the future. So keep learning, keep leading, and know that your voice matters. Congratulations, and best of luck in the competition.
All right. Wow. What a wonderful show of support from Louisiana's leadership. Do this. All right. And it's now my pleasure to get things going, to introduce your MC for the 2026 Louisiana State Civics Bee. She serves as the Assistant Vice President of Marketing and Community Affairs at Willis Knighton Health and has been a tremendous champion for civic engagement and community service across our region. Please welcome Dr. Johnette Magner.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you to all of you for joining us here today. We want to welcome you officially to the 2026 Louisiana State Civics Bee, hosted here at LSU Shreveport by the Louisiana Association of Business and Industry, also known as LABI, and the Greater Shreveport Chamber of Commerce. As Tim said, he didn't mention I'm his wife, by the way. But yes, I'm Dr. Johnette Magner. I'm an Assistant Vice President of Marketing and Communications at Willis Knighton Health, and it is truly my honor to serve as your MC today. As America prepares to celebrate its 250th anniversary this July 4th, there is no better time to celebrate the young people on the stage who are putting civic knowledge into action. What an incredible group we have gathered here today. Whether you are one of the student competitors, a proud parent in the audience, an educator who coached a student, or one of our distinguished judges, or a community leader who has invested in Louisiana's future, your presence today says something powerful about how much the state values civic education. The National Civics Bee is a nationwide competition organized by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation. It encourages young people to engage with civics and contribute to their communities. Today, you are going to see 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students demonstrate their civics knowledge as they compete for prizes and the chance to represent Louisiana at the National Championship in Washington, D.C. in October of this year. Only one student will earn that honor today, and that student will go on to compete against winners from all 50 states for cash prizes, trophies, and the opportunity to earn, listen closely, a $100,000 contribution to their 529 college savings plan. As this year marks a historic first, all 50 states are now competing in our National Civics Bee, and these students are our area representatives. The students you will meet today earned their spots by competing in regional Civics Bee events across Louisiana. They represent the very best of what civic education looks like right here in our state, and we could not be more proud of each of them. The students on this stage, as we said, did not get here alone. They were championed by chambers of commerce across Louisiana who brought this competition to their communities. The 5 regions located today are the Bossier Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Minden Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Shreveport Chamber of Commerce, the Jefferson Chamber, and the St. Tammany Chamber of Commerce. Would representatives from these chambers who are in our audience today please stand and be recognized? We thank those organizations and thank the students on this stage who are representing those regions. Now, before we begin, I have a quick reminder for everyone. Please silence all cell phones and any other device so our competitors can focus and have the quiet that they need and deserve. So please take a minute. And that includes watches too. Before we get our competition started, I'd like to introduce our distinguished judges who will be evaluating our finalists in round 3. For rounds 1 and 2, our judges are seated in the audience, but they will move over to the stage when we begin round 3. Audience, please hold your applause until all judges have been introduced. In alphabetical order, our judges today: Vernie Howard, Director of the City of Shreveport Department of Community Development; Stacy Mellerine, District 4 Representative for the Louisiana State Board of Elementary and Secondary Education; Kelly Miller, Social Studies Content Specialist with the Division of Academic Content at the Louisiana Department of Education; Heather Poole, Chancellor of the Central Louisiana Technical Community College; and Dr. Jeff Wells, History Department Chair and Professor of History right here at Louisiana State University at Shreveport. Please help me welcome our judges. We will more formally recognize them a little bit later in the competition. Thank you, judges, for your time and your service to these students here today. All right. And when I call your name, you are asked to please stand and be recognized. Y'all ready? Ready to get this going? Yes. Okay. The stars of today's competition are student finalists. Contestants, when I call your name, stand and remain standing until all of our names have been called. And audience members, I ask you to hold your applause until all of our students have been introduced. Representing Bossier Parish, Camelia Woodrow from Elm Grove Middle School; Cecilia Ruiz from Southfield School; and Gandapathy from Benton Middle School. Representing Jefferson Parish, Arvon Subramanian from Patrick F. Taylor Science and Technology Academy; Dominic Ercolini from Arden Cahill Academy; and Eliezer Finger from the Willow School. Representing Greater Mendon, Carter Shirley, Lakeside Junior and Senior High School; Christian Lemoyne, Glenbrook School; Josiah Stewart, Lakeside Junior and Senior High School. Representing Greater Shreveport and Caddo Parish, Bhavik Kandala, Caddo Middle Magnet; Evan Kindred, Southfield School; Charlotte Camp, Southfield School. And representing St. Tammany Parish, Henry Schneido, St. Margaret Mary School; Carolyn McCormick, Monteleone Junior High; and Kason Barlow, St. Tammany Junior High School. Congratulations to each of you for making it to the Louisiana State Civics Bee. Let's give all of them a big hand. And you may be seated. Thank you, students. So before we begin, I have a few very important instructions to go over. And these competition rules are not only for the contestants and audience members, they're for everyone. Please listen carefully. Today's competition includes 3 rounds. In rounds 1 and 2, all contestants will answer on the questions on their assigned devices. The same civics-based multiple choice questions within an allotted time. Each question and all answer choices will be read aloud. A 30-second timer will begin but not start until after I have finished reading all of the answer options. Each correct answer earns 1 point. Incorrect answers and answers not submitted before the time runs out receive 0 points. Students, because you will not lose points for an incorrect response, we encourage you to take your very best guess and answer every question. Once you have selected your answer, it's important to remember that that answer is final. You may not go back and change your response. At the ends of rounds 1 and 2, the leaderboard will be displayed on screen so you can see where everyone stands. 5 contestants with the highest cumulative scores at the end of round 2 will advance to round 3. If there is a tie for 5th place at the end of round 2, I will announce a tiebreaker round of 3 questions. Only the contestants tied for 5th place will be participating and answering those questions. Contestants, throughout the quiz rounds, please keep your eyes on your own tablets. If you experience any technical issues, raise your hand right away so we can come and assist you. Finally, a reminder, personal devices, cell phones, smartwatches, and your 4x6 note card, none of these things is allowed on stage during rounds 1 and 2. If you have not already handed over your items, please raise your hand and a volunteer will collect them. Audience members, a bit of instructions for you as well. We ask that you do not call out answers, keys, to the questions, and we ask that during the entirety of the competition, you do not have any communication with the contestants here on stage. No sign language. Audience, you're welcome, though, to play along. Scan the QR code displayed on the screen or enter the URL in the upper left corner into your personal device. And be sure to select spectator so that you're not competing with our kids. Everybody ready? Yeah. Everybody ready? Yeah. Okay, let's begin round 1. Okay. What proportion of the state's legislatures or conventions have to ratify a proposed change for it to be added as an amendment to the Constitution? A, 1/2, B, 2/3, C, 3/4, or D, 3/5. And the answer is C, 3/4. Moving on to question number 2. Prudence as a civic virtue involves careful and thoughtful decision-making. Which action demonstrates prudence in a community leader? A, making hasty decisions without considering long-term effects. B, prioritizing popularity over the well-being of the community. C, ignoring expert advice and relying solely on gut feelings. Or D, weighing information and consequences before acting. And the answer is D, weighing information and consequences before acting. Moving on to question number 3. Which of these is only allowed for American citizens? A, enlisting in the United States military. B, starting a business in the United States. C, serving on a jury in federal court. Or D, the right to own property in the United States. And the answer is C, serving on a jury in federal court. Moving on to question number 4. How is power distributed in a federal system of government? A, concentrated in the national government with minimal state autonomy. B, shared between the national and state governments with certain powers reserved specifically for each. C, divided equally among local, state, and national governments to ensure complete decentralization. D, exclusive to state governments with the national government only handling only foreign affairs and defense. And the answer is B, shared between the national and state governments with certain powers reserved specifically for each. Moving on to question number 5. Which of the following was the form of government established by the framers of the Constitution? A Confederate Republic. B, a federal republic. C, a consolidated republic. Or D, a parliamentary republic. And the answer is B, a federal republic. Moving on now to question number 6. What did the Southern Manifesto, co-authored by Strom Thurmond of South Carolina, attempt to prevent? A, implementation of the Brown versus Board of Education 1954 decision. B, ratification of the 14th Amendment. C, ratification of the 15th Amendment. D, implementation of the Engel versus Vitale 1962 decision. And the answer is A, implementation of the Brown versus Board of Education decision. Moving on now to question number 7. In his first inaugural address, President Ronald Reagan called for reducing which of the following as part of his economic plan? A, national defense spending. B, federal taxes and national government spending. C, state taxes and local government spending. D, trade with foreign nations. And the answer is B, federal taxes and national government spending. Moving on to the next question. In Federalist number 78 from 1788, how does Alexander Hamilton justify courts invalidating laws that conflict with the Constitution? A, courts are elected by the people and therefore represent popular will over Congress. B, the Constitution is fundamental law superior to statutes, so courts must uphold it. C, the judiciary controls both funding and enforcement, making it the most powerful branch. Or D, judges serve lifetime terms and can therefore override temporary legislative majorities. And the answer is B. The Constitution is fundamental law superior to statutes, so courts must uphold it. Moving on to question number 9. Which document written by George Mason served in part as an inspiration to Thomas Jefferson in his writing of the Declaration of Independence? A, the Connecticut Compromise. B, Virginia Declaration of Rights. C, Massachusetts Constitution. Or D, Articles of Confederation. And the answer is B, Virginia Declaration of Rights. We are now at question number 10. Which document promotes the anti-federalist cause? A, Vices of the Political System. B, Memorial and Remonstrance, Brutus number 1. D, the Fabius Letters. And the answer is B, Brutus number 1. I'm sorry, C, Brutus number 1. Okay. That is the end of a great first round. Before we look at the round 1 leaderboard, though, let's take a quick break right now with a fun question. And this one is fun. It's not scored, which means you don't have a right or wrong answer. All right. How do you plan to celebrate America's 250th birthday this year? A, volunteer in my community. B, visit a historic site, museum, or landmark. C, attend a 250th community celebration. D, attend a local town hall or community meeting. E, explore stories about America's history. Or F, share content about America's 250th. Please give us your answers. So now let's take a look at the round 1 leaderboard. Are we ready? All right, please note every contestant is moving to round 2. We've got another round of questions before we determine our top 5 finalists. Are you guys ready? Audience, are you ready? Okay, let's go. Round 2. We move now to question number 11. President Lyndon B. Johnson faced strong opposition from the Southern Democrats, but successfully passed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. How did Johnson overcome this opposition to achieve these major civil rights laws? A, he used his experience in Congress and personal skills to build bipartisan support. B, he used executive privilege to bypass Congress and force the bills to a vote. C, he focused on foreign policy to divert attention away from civil rights issues. Or D, he relied on civil rights leaders' endorsements to ensure public support. And the answer is A. He used his experience in Congress and personal skills to build bipartisan support. Question number 12. What did Abraham Lincoln mean in 1863 when he wrote, quote, "We here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth"? Is it A, the best way to honor the dead is for citizens to dedicate themselves to preserving the Union and its freedoms? B, the best way to honor the dead is to stop fighting and let the South leave the Union? C, the best way to honor the dead is to compromise and let slavery continue to be a part of the Union? D, the best way to honor the dead is to bury them and erect monuments on their behalf? And the answer is A. The best way to honor the dead is for citizens to dedicate themselves to preserving the Union and its freedoms. Moving on now to question number 13. Based on Article 1 of the Constitution, how does Congress have the authority to review and overturn laws passed by the District of Columbia Council? A. Congress holds exclusive legislative authority over the federal district. B. The president delegates executive oversight of the district to Congress. C. The District of Columbia requested this oversight in its own charter. D. Maryland and Virginia maintain shared legal jurisdiction over the district. And the answer is A. Congress holds exclusive legislative authority over the federal district. Moving on now to question number 14. What was the outcome of Ephraim versus Rusk, 1967? A. U.S. citizens cannot lose citizenship without their consent. B. U.S. citizens must renounce dual citizenship. C. Foreign-born citizens cannot vote in U.S. elections. D. U.S. citizenship can be revoked by Congress. And the answer is A. U.S. citizens cannot lose citizenship without their consent. Question 15. In his 1852 address, Frederick Douglass stated that, quote, "Your high independence only reveals the immeasurable distance between us," end quote. What contradiction was Douglass highlighting between the celebration of liberty and American reality? A. Exclusion of enslaved people from the nation's promise of freedom. B. Exclusion of women from full citizenship and political rights. C. Economic inequality between wealthy industrialists and poor workers. D. Political tensions between northern and southern states over tariffs. And the answer is A. Exclusion of enslaved people from the nation's promise of freedom. Moving on to our next question. In the case of Marbury versus Madison, 1803, what did William Marbury seek from the court? A writ of mandamus ordering Madison to deliver his commission. B, a subpoena to order Madison to appear before the Senate. C, an executive order to appoint him to the Supreme Court. Or D, a writ of certiorari to have his conviction overturned. And the answer is A writ of mandamus ordering Madison to deliver his commission. Question number 17. The Supreme Court limited the president's power to seize private property during wartime in which case? Ex parte Milligan, 1866. Korematsu versus United States, 1944. Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company versus Sawyer, 1952. D, United States versus Nixon, 1974. And the answer is C, Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company versus Sawyer, 1952. Moving on to question 18. Congress sets a national minimum standard for clean water, so everyone gets safe water. Some states face tougher problems and want stricter standards. Which approach fits federalism and still protects everyone? A, set one national minimum standard and allow states to add stronger standards. Number B, let each state set standards with no national minimum at all. C, have the national government set every standard in every area. D, allow local governments to ignore national standards they dislike. And the answer is A, set one national minimum standard and allow states to add stronger standards. Question 19. What does enumerate mean in the context of Congress's enumerated powers? A, to hide from public view. B, to negotiate with foreign leaders. C, to list or specify one by one. D, to reduce government authority? And the answer is C, to list or specify one by one. We are now to our final question of round 2. The Supreme Court's decision in Korematsu versus United States 1944 upheld the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. This ruling is now widely seen as a major mistake in American law. Given that the decision allowed civil liberties violations, why is the case still important for understanding constitutional protections today? A, it serves as a warning about how civil liberties can weaken during a crisis. B, it proved courts could protect minority rights against all executive orders. C, it created a clear rule allowing government to suspend rights in wartime. D, it led to stronger protections for individual freedoms during future crises. And the answer is A. It serves as a warning about how civil liberties can weaken during crises. That is the end of round 2. Contestants, congratulations. And thank you. You have all done an outstanding job. A special thank you as well to everyone in the audience who played along. Anybody in the audience get a perfect score? I don't see any hands. Not raising mine either. Before we reveal our round 1 and 2 cumulative scores, let's do one more round break question. Which of these would you be most likely to do to improve your school or community? A, join or start a club that works on a cause I care about. B, write a letter to a leader. C, volunteer at or help organize a local event. Create a petition or social media campaign about an issue. And let's see. Join or start a club that works on a cause you care about. Clearly, number 1. Look forward to seeing a lot of new organizations out there. All right. Thank you for those responses. Now, are you ready to find out who are our top 5 finalists? All right. We have no need for a tiebreaker. Congratulations to our top 5 finalists who will be advancing to round 3. Please give them a round of applause as I call their names. All right. Okay, I have, right here. Okay, I have Ganapathy from Benton Middle School. Eliezer Finger from the Willow School. Arvon Subramanian from Patrick F. Taylor Science and Technology Academy. Camelia Woodrow, Elm Grove Middle School. And Dominic Ercolini, Arden Cahill Academy. As those students exit the stage to prepare for round 3, you may go ahead and exit if I called your name. I think you get to go get your note card. We want to recognize and honor all of our competitors who made it to the state civics bee competition. Students, you have demonstrated your knowledge and willingness to engage in solving community issues. We hope that you continue to inspire others with your commitment, and we know that you're going to be successful as you continue your academic studies. We want to honor you 10 students for representing your schools and your communities so very well. As a token of our appreciation, we have for each of you a certificate of recognition with your name on it, and we have a gift bag. Students, inside that gift bag is a tablet, a 13th generation Fire HD10 tablet, along with a wireless keyboard from our Civics Bee sponsor, Amazon. And guys, you get to keep it. Students, you have earned these tablets, and we hope they provide you hours of continued civics education. And you can have fun with them too. We will now call each student up to receive their certificate and gift bag and to pose for a photo with our chamber partners who brought together our state competition. Cecilia Ruiz from Southfield School. Carter Shirley, Lakeside Junior High. Christian Lemoyne, Glenbrook School. Josiah Stewart, Lakeside Junior High.
Right, watch your step. Right down.
Mavic Condola, Caddo Middle Magnet. Evan Kindred, Southfield School. Charlotte Camp, Southfield School. Henry Schneido, St. Margaret Mary School. Carolyn McCormick, Monteleone Junior High. And Kaysen Barlow, St. Tammany Junior High. We will now take a brief 5-minute break to reset the stage. At the end of the break, our top 5 finalists will join us back on stage for round 3. Replace. Arlon.
Ready. So while we address the stage, everybody should have.
Oh, yes, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, let me go back. I was writing some names down. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. While we work on adjusting the stage, I'd like to invite Angie Marlborough with Studyville, one of our event sponsors, to say a few words on behalf of their organization. Angie.
Hey, thank y'all for having us. I'm with Studyville. We're located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we also have another location in Alexandria. And we tutor kids kindergarten through 12th grade in all subject areas. We've also created a reading curriculum called Reading Impact, and from that was born Henry, the Star Spangled Spaniel. He teaches civics, so we teach civics through reading. So it's a time-traveling dog, and it's actually a best-selling book on Amazon. So anyway, if you're interested, you can come get a copy outside. So thank y'all for having us.
Thank you, Angie, for being with us today and for your continued commitment to civic engagement right here in Louisiana. Okay. Anybody up? All right, everyone, let's give a round of applause for our top five. Additionally, let's welcome to the stage our panel of distinguished judges. Please come forward. Representing the City of Shreveport, the Director of the city's Department of Community Development, please welcome Vernie Howard. The elected District 4 representative for the Louisiana State Board of Elementary and Secondary Education, also known as Bessie, please welcome Stacy Mellerine. Representing the Louisiana Department of Education and Dr. Cade Brumley, please welcome the department's Social Studies Content Specialist within the Division of Academic Content, Kelly Miller. Serving as Chancellor of the Central Louisiana Technical Community College, please welcome Heather Poole. Representing our host, Louisiana State University at Shreveport, the History Department Chair and a Professor of History, Dr. Jeff Wells. All right, thank you, judges. So here is how round 3 works. I will call each finalist to the microphone one at a time, beginning with our current 5th place, working up to 1st place. Each finalist will share a 3-minute summary of their essay, using, if they wish, the note card they prepared. After their summary, our judges will ask questions, and the finalist will have up to 3 minutes total to engage in Q&A. I will give a 30-second warning before time is up. Our judges will evaluate each finalist based on these criteria: how well they demonstrate an understanding of civic principles, how clearly and effectively they answer the judges' questions, how well they use specific examples, evidence, and primary sources to support their answers. At the end of round 3, judges will add their scores to each finalist's totals from round 1 and 2 to calculate a cumulative score. If a tiebreaker is needed, judges will rank tied finalists by majority vote. The 3 finalists with the highest cumulative scores will be named first, second, and third place winners. All 5 finalists will receive certificates. Our first, second, and third place winners will also receive a trophy and a cash prize. Let's get started. Our first finalist and current 5th place is Ganapathy.
My essay is about a huge problem in this community, and that is that the older generation and the younger generation have very little meaningful interaction. This disconnect hurts both groups. One, because the older generation feels isolated from the rest of the world, and because the younger generation lacks mentorship, it lacks patience and listening skills. So the solution to this issue is a bi-weekly meeting or session between seniors and younger children of about 60 to 90 minutes each, in which the older generation will share stories, life experience, and advice with the younger generation, and in turn, the younger generation will share skills with technology that the seniors may need help with.
Hi, I thought this was just such a lovely idea and very needed in our community. My question would be, how would you recruit senior citizens to participate in this program?
Well, I would firstly go up to the senior center, see if I'm able to talk to different people, ask them if they would be interested in doing this program, and I'm sure many will be interested, and so that way I'll recruit.
Thank you so much.
I'm so afraid that I might be a part of this group really soon. What are some of the barriers that you see in recruiting your seniors and your middle schoolers? What are some of the hurdles that you see?
Some of the hurdles might be one age group trying to relate to another age group. A lot has changed, obviously, so the younger generation trying to teach and relate to the older generation and vice versa might be a fairly large hurdle.
Judges, please speak into the microphone so that those who are watching the streaming can hear.
How can local businesses get involved?
So this is something I was actually hoping to get. So I would talk to local businesses and just see if they could sponsor it by starting off, maybe provide drinks, refreshments, and maybe talk to their own customers and see if they would be interested in doing the same program.
All right, we have 30 seconds.
How do you think you could have students engaged?
I'll talk to schools and see if I can get student volunteers, and I'm sure as older citizens might want to do this program, a lot of younger citizens, younger children might also want to do this program.
All right. Our time is up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand to Ganapathy. In fourth place, Eliezer Finger.
The problem that I've identified in my community is homelessness. Our government doesn't dedicate enough funding to homeless shelters and affordable quality housing that they deserve. According to the founding principle of equality, they should have it.
I agree with you. And my question, how do you think the government could fund, where do you think the money should come from to ensure that there is enough affordable housing?
Great question. I think that we can donate more and the government can just cut a little from everything to get a bigger part to donate to it.
Which part of your proposal do you think would be most realistic for students your age to take the lead on?
I think we can write to the governor or go to a city council meeting, and I could get a group of my friends who are interested to help.
What do you think is the biggest challenge in coming up with a solution for your problem that you addressed?
I actually think the biggest challenge is actually getting the funding.
what local organizations could be helpful and why?
There are many local homeless shelters, and the ones that are open during the day are also the best. And also the local libraries, they have AC during the day and bathrooms that a lot of them can use.
And if this all came together, how do you think it would change your community? What do you think are some good outcomes?
First of all, like, everyone deserves it because of equality, and also more people will vote, and it will just better wellness among the streets.
That was our 30-second warning. Any other questions?
Which members of local government, roles, titles, or names would be involved in making your idea a reality? Maybe just name one role.
The city council and local governments, I think, will help the most.
All right. Thank you, Eliezer Finger. Next, in third place, Arvan Subramanian.
Good afternoon, members of the jury. Thank you for volunteering your time to be here. Also, good afternoon to the audience. So my project was on New Orleans roads. New Orleans roads, right? They're not in the best condition. So the reason I chose this topic was because I was going to Costco one day, and I was coming back, and I came through a neighborhood which had some really bad roads. And I compared this to another neighborhood which was actually lower in sea level, but actually had much better roads. And so I started to think, why did this neighborhood have worse roads while the others didn't? Is this against the idea of equality that we've spoken about as some of our government virtues, civic virtues?
I think we all agree the roads in New Orleans are really bad, but also across Louisiana. So we understand that plight. But roads get worse because they haven't been taken care of for a long time. So how do you work with the current administration, knowing that perhaps they just got elected and it might have not been under their watch? What do you think you would do to address that?
Now, the first thing is I would file a petition using the Freedom of Information Act from 1966 or the Louisiana Public Records Act of 1940. Now, what these acts do is they basically ask the government for information on specific topics. Road work is not a confidential topic, so I could petition the government to ask them about where funding is going for roads, how the roads are being maintained, and when they've been maintained. Using this information, I mean, anyone can file these petitions. I would use this information and go to the council or the government and ask them about the condition of these roads and give them statistics about when these roads have last been maintained, ask about where the funding is going, and thus make change by ensuring that the roads in these lower income communities are on par with the roads of those in higher income communities, regardless of race, ethnicity, income, or any other socioeconomic factors.
Your proposed solution mentions making a FOIA request and then involving the Attorney General. Of the three branches of government, executive, legislative, and judicial, which branch do you think is most important in implementing your solution and why?
I feel like the most effective branch in implementing my solution would probably be on the local level, the executive branch. Now, this is because the executive branch in this level is the one which really has the ability to enforce the laws. So I would go to the judicial department first and ask them about this. But at the beginning, it's the Attorney General. The Attorney General is part of the cabinet of the Department of Justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Arvan Subramanian. Next, we have Camelia Woodrow.
All right. I have a quick question for you. If every student in America deserves the same amount of education, equal chance as every other child, then why does some school have more extracurricular activities, more funding, more things than students in lower income areas? My main point, or my main problem of what I want to fix, is that I wanted everybody inside of America and inside of Louisiana to have the same amount of education as others. I saw this problem whenever I saw kids from Houghton have way better extracurricular activities than rather when I see it at Russian. And I really want to fix this problem by creating a website that consists of social media trends. And my idea is based off of this show my dad used to watch. It's called Schoolhouse Rock. And yeah, since I know a lot of older generations have watched this, I want to bring it to younger generations, but in a different format.
How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
As a member of the Department of Education, I 100% agree with you. I'm very passionate about education as well. My question for you would be, what is your biggest challenge to your solution?
My biggest challenge to my solution is that these children right here, they need to stay motivated. And I want the teachers, students, or even parents to encourage these students to be way more engaged inside of this. Now, I actually have a study from New Orleans, and it quotes, "The quality of public education too often depends on the level of income of the community." This helps prove my claim that it affects where you are for your education, and I really want this problem to stop as well.
And I love this. Are there, we talk about extracurricular activities. What are some other things that could improve the quality of education, in your opinion, in these schools? So if you don't have the extracurricular activities, what are some other things that you think could improve the quality of education?
Some more things I think can help improve the qualities of education is to have more funding inside these schools. And also, again, as I mentioned, I want to create a website so these students or other people that are on their phone a lot, just like me, they can learn things through like social media trends, but in a fun way, just how I got my inspiration from Schoolhouse Rock.
Have you thought about, it's time.
Time is up. Thank you, Camelia Woodrow. Now we have Dominic Ercolini.
Just going to take this out. Good afternoon, everyone. Judges, parents, camera people. The issue that I brought up in my essay is public transportation. And I think it is something that we all have to deal with in our daily lives, whether we work at the Department of Education or we're just working at gas stations or bodegas in small towns and cities. We all have issues with public transportation. It's been said that a developed country is not a place where the poor people have cars. It's where the rich people use public transportation. And this is particularly an issue in the world we live in and in the city I live in, where we do already have a really good public transportation network, which is RTA. We have streetcars, we have a great bus system, we have ferries that go across the river, so you don't have to use a car if you can't afford one, but I think it could be better. The streetcars currently only run in higher income neighborhoods such as Uptown and Mid-City and the CBD, and only a small portion of it goes into a historically lower income neighborhood, which is the Treme. And I believe that if we could extend our bus lines and extend our streetcars and even add new forms of transportation that are public, then we would have a more equal society. Because I believe an equal society is not a place where everyone has to do one thing. It's where everyone gets an equal opportunity to get where they need to go and to do what they need to do and to live their lives. And that's why I wrote this essay, because I think we can do better at that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
What resources would be involved in executing your idea?
Well, like I said, it's an issue that everyone has to deal with. So resources from the national government, resources from the state government, and resources from the local governments could be used in furthering public transportation. More specifically, in the city of New Orleans, RTA, NORD, and the Louisiana Department of Transportation are specific government agencies. Now, resources, we all pay taxes. Well, not we all, because we're kids, but everyone out there pays taxes for transportation. And most of that money goes into roads. Most of that money goes into highways. And those require maintenance yearly. Like we said earlier with the roads pitch, that's going to require maintenance. Things grow old, that's just the case. But most of that money goes to roads. And maybe if we could divert some of that transportation money into public transportation, then I believe that my idea could come to fruition.
What are some metrics or items that you could use to identify whether your program was a success?
I'm sorry, but time is up.
Thank you. I really wanted to answer that question. Thank you.
This is brutal.
Thanks.
Thank you to all 5 of our finalists. What an incredible display of knowledge, preparation, poise, and let me add, personality. Let's give them, again, a huge round of applause. The judges are about to have a very tough job. While our judges finalize their scores, I want to take a moment to recognize what we witnessed here today. These students came to compete, and compete they did. The depth of civic knowledge, the confidence, and the thoughtfulness that they demonstrated, it's truly remarkable. So all of our contestants, every single one of you, should really feel proud right now. Whether you are in the top 5 or not, you earned your place at this state competition, and you represented your schools, your families, and your communities beautifully. To parents, teachers, and mentors in this room, thank you. The students we see today are a reflection of the investment that you have made in them. That investment matters. While scores are being tabulated, we'd like to take a moment to recognize today's event sponsors. Without the support of these sponsors, who have all demonstrated their support of civics education and encouraging the next generation of leaders, today's competition would not have been possible. You have heard from Studyville, whose dedication to student learning and academic achievement aligns perfectly with everything that this competition stands for. We also want to thank our friends at Verizon, whose investment in communities across Louisiana and in the young leaders who will shape those communities is something we are all proud to celebrate today. And Amazon, a little company we've all heard of, right? Whose commitment to education and to the next generation of innovators is reflected in their generous support of today's competition. We thank all of them. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, they're continuing to tabulate the scores.
I kept like a tick mark.
Tim, if you'd like to grab that microphone, why don't we talk to our students some more? Get to know them a little bit better.
All right, so do this. Very good. All right, so tell us where you're from.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, and what school do you go to?
Arden Cahill Academy.
Excellent. And what is your favorite subject?
Well, I really like math.
Okay.
But I'm also really into English and like historical literature.
Okay.
and of course civics and politics. So I wouldn't be here without that.
All right.
But yeah, I like all of them. Yeah.
Okay. How about you? Where are you from and what's your favorite subject?
I'm from Bossier Parish. My favorite subject is social studies, and I go to Elm Grove Middle School.
Go to Elm Grove Middle School. Excellent.
So I'm from just outside of New Orleans. I go to Patrick F. Taylor Science Technology Academy, and I think just like a lot of people here, history.
Very good.
My name's Laser Finger, and I go to Willow Middle School, and my favorite subject is social studies.
Okay.
My name is Owen Ganapathy. I'm from Bossier City, and my favorite subject is math.
Excellent. All right. So we'll start with you. So did anything surprise you today?
No.
Okay. All right. Anybody surprised? Okay. What were you surprised about?
That I got into top 5.
Okay. And how about you?
Yeah, I agree. When I was shocked that I got into top 5. I didn't even study. I just got it like yesterday.
All right.
I was kind of shocked at the scale. Like I didn't think all those representatives and senators, like, well, not that I didn't think, but like, I didn't expect to have all of them give us their support, and that was nice. Okay. So, but also I was shocked that I made the top 5.
So it's the 250th anniversary of the United States. Not giving away my age too much, but I was about your age during the bicentennial back 50 years ago. And so what are you, how to put this? So what does that mean to you? What is the 250? What does being around for that mean to you?
I mean, it's just really cool. Like, it's a milestone, and studying for this really showed like how much history this pretty young nation compared to the rest of the world has. And it's just kind of cool to be a part of it at this historic moment. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with them, but also I was talking with my dad, and we were just talking about how civics is important for kids my age to learn, so they know what to do whenever they're adults.
Right. So you guys will be around for the 300th, maybe.
So I think building on to what they just said, I think the big thing about this country is we care about making sure the next generation can grow along with us. We don't just care about the present, we use the past to build on to the future. So it's these kind of civics competitions and this kind of stuff which really makes this country stand out. And I feel proud to be helping this civics knowledge carry on throughout the future and make this country continue its spirit of excellence.
I think it's really important to study the past so we know better for the future. And I also agree with everything they said.
Okay.
I think it's important to know civics just so that you know what's happening around you, even if you're not really going to be that big into it when you get older. It's just important to not be clueless about what goes on.
Okay, very good. So anybody following the World Cup? Okay, everybody for Team USA? Yeah. Okay, all right, good. It's a World Cup, so you can vote. You can support a lot of folks. So that's an opportunity to really bring the world to the United States, and it's the first time we've done that in a while. We've hosted Olympics and stuff like that. What do you think, or what have you heard about how people from around the world are coming to the United States? What kinds of things have you heard about they're seeing, or do you hope they see when they're here?
I don't know anything about that.
That's good. All right.
A lot of them were surprised about like the food quantities and Buc-ee's.
Yeah. Everybody's surprised about Buc-ee's when they come around.
So building on to what he just said, there's been a lot of people on social media from Japan and Germany and Sweden. They're talking about our yellow school buses and how they've never seen them before in reality, and about all our food. But more, they're talking about how we just have so much freedom.
That's right.
Very good.
I'm glad that other people from like other countries are coming to America and saying how great it is. Since as like a soccer player, I love seeing people come out to support it, and yeah.
Very good.
Well, first off, ranch dressing.
Who knew, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
School buses and ranch dressing,
Yeah.
something you guys are like.
It's such a normal thing here. I didn't even know that was like
a thing,
a weird thing. But also
That's called Hidden Valley.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I like that.
Dad joke. You gotta get him.
No, I
It's a
love
dad
that.
joke.
But also, yeah, like everyone else said, just being able to see how many freedoms we have here and like all the opportunities we have. That's also really cool.
Very good. Anybody want to chime in with a question?
Let me tell you what I'm so excited about. I learned I'm just a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill from Schoolhouse Rock. So I think it should come back.
I just want to say I think y'all are amazing. I just do.
It's just so refreshing to see the talent that's in front of us. And thank y'all so much for taking part in this. It's amazing.
Thank you. Welcome again to LSUS. How are we doing on time? Are you ready to take back over? All right, we got a couple minutes. So as a historian, I was so encouraged to hear several of you say that history or social studies or civics was among your favorite subjects in school. So if I may ask our students, what's your favorite subject in history? Even beyond the United States, what's your favorite subject in history?
You'll have to come back to me.
My favorite part was learning about the Roman Empire, and also the Greek Empire, because I really love learning about Greek mythology, and it was a really fun concept to me.
I'm a bit more recent than her. I'm more of a World War II and Cold War guy. Espionage, am I right?
I liked learning about all the Louisiana stuff, like the Louisiana Purchase and Poverty Point.
I also like World War II.
All right. Very good. Here, you got it. We got it.
Again, I'm also like him. I'm a recent person. I like the 1960s, which is very recent history, and some of us probably don't consider that history. But the 60s and all the change that happened there, and also the Roman Empire. So, yeah.
Very good. When you think about history, when you think about the places, the sort of where we are in, we're 250 years in. You mentioned we're a relatively young country. As you look at your lives today, what trend or what experience that you're having today do you think folks will look back on 25, 50, 100 years from now and be like, what were they thinking?
Like just any experience.
Yep, any experience.
Any social media trend. Any of them.
Okay.
Any.
6'7".
Very good.
What were they thinking when they made 6'7"?
6'7".
Okay.
6'7".
All right, and with that inscrutability, I think we have some answers. All right, well, thank you all very much. Again, you guys are great.
Okay. All right. Oh, no.
Good Jeopardy music right now.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Thank you again to our panel of judges for your commitment to these students and today's competition. And congratulations to all of our contestants for an outstanding competition. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. In fifth place, Eliezer Finger.
Sorry.
Congratulations. And in fourth place, Arvan Subramanian. Are we ready? Okay. And in third place, winning $250, is Camelia Woodrow. All right, so I'm going to begin by announcing second place, which tells you first place. So let me go ahead and say that the second place winner will receive a check for $500, and the first place winner, $1,000. The first place winner will also advance to the National Civics Bee Championship in Washington, D.C., October 13th through the 14th, representing the state of Louisiana. And our second place winner, Om Ganapathy. And that leaves our first place winner. Let's let them get the picture. Dominic Ercolini. Congratulations to all of our students, especially these top three winners. What an extraordinary afternoon of civic excellence. You are the future of Louisiana. All contestants, please remain nearby for a few group photos with our judges and the leadership of Lobby.
We're not dismissed.
To close out our program, I'd like to return the microphone to Lobby's Senior Vice President, Rowdy Gooday, for a few closing words. Rowdy.
I got it. I'm coming. There you go.
Thank you, everyone. This has been a really tremendous afternoon. Thank you to all of you who showed support for these students. We are very grateful. Our 5 regional chamber partners, we could not have done this without you all supporting within your parishes and getting your students here. And to all of the students, thank you for the courage that you showed today, getting on this stage and being so responsive to these answers. We really appreciate it. Trust me, we adults were looking at these questions, wondering if we need to go back to school on some of this. So congratulations to all. Thank you all very much. Everyone be safe going home. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon.
Our top 5, please stay and we'll take photos. Our top 3, please come up. We've got some more forms that mom and dad need to fill out.
Another paperwork.
Thank you. So good. Oh, super.